Well, she writes, she acts, and boy, can she sing.
Lea Michele is best known for her performance in the Grammy Award-winning TV series Glee. Showbiz editor Nelson Aspen met Lea, and he joins us now from New York. Good morning to you. She oozes talent, this girl, doesn't she?
My goodness, yeah, and her fans passionately adore her, and that's why the anticipation has been so great for her latest project, which has been years in the making.
Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world.
The role of Rachel Berry made Lea Michele a star.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know?
You started so young. You were a wee thing when you began in the business.
I really think that it was something that I was just born with. I didn't take a class. I didn't have a mentor who really taught me the ways. I just had two really awesome parents that let me make my own decisions.
The solution is simple. We are gonna throw him a dinner party and he's gonna feel completely at home, and then he's gonna be like, oh my God.
On top of TV shows and charity work, Lea spent 3 years working on her new album called Places.
When you really put your heart and soul, and especially your time, into something that you're so passionate about, when the time is finally here to now get to release it to the world, I'm so excited about that.
Oh, can't you hear it in my voice? Oh, can't you see it in my eyes?
When writing her new record, Lea Michele looked to her idols, Barbra Streisand, Celine Dion, Sia.
I wanted this album to be timeless. I wanted it to be a vocal record that was something that people could listen to in 20 years from now and still enjoy it. Like Amy Winehouse, you know, that Back to Black was one of the most cohesive, incredible bodies of work, or any of Adele's albums.
The theme of Lea's album is love. The love that lasts a lifetime and the love that breaks your heart.
I'll never break up with you.
Neither.
In 2013, Lea's on-screen and real-life boyfriend, Corey Monteith, died suddenly of a drug overdose.
We are the champions, my friends.
And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
I have an incredible fan base, a lot of whom are girls, and I see myself as a role model to them, and I want them to have that connection through my music of songs that they can listen to that make them feel stronger. So there is that element there as well.
Is it a burden to be a role model? Of course,
No.
It's a privilege, but do you ever find it's like, oh,
No, I don't. I
too
think
heavy?
that some people take that on and are overwhelmed by it. For me, I took it the minute I started Glee, and what we did on that show was we started changing lives and talking about really important things. And I realized that this was a part of my life now that I just had to take on. I already feel like I live a very together, healthy, balanced life, and I'm not perfect, but whatever I can do to inspire and motivate my younger fans, then I do that with pride and joy.
Australia holds a special place in Lea's heart. The Glee cast came down under after their first episode to promote the show.
No one knew who we were. The show was barely even on the air. And when we got to the mall in Australia, we were in Sydney, I think over 2,000 kids showed up. And I remember walking to that mall, and we all looked at each other, and it was that minute that we all knew that our lives were going to change. So Australia, I think if you ask any of the original Glee kids about that day, they would agree with me and say that it's one of the most monumental moments in the history of Glee.
Don't stop believing. Hold on.
I want to just keep singing and being on the stage. I'd love to go back to Broadway. There are some movie musicals that I'd love to do as well. And I have some little goals for myself, but I really am very happy with where I am in my life right now. And if this just kind of stayed like this, I'd be fine.
Yeah, she may be fine, but I want to see her back on Broadway. I want to see her doing all sorts of things. She is so talented, and her album Places is out today.
Right. The young girls love her. She is genuinely a role model. Yeah.